Hey, Reuben, and those watching this wonderful video testimonial. My name is Dr. David Arrington. I'm the COO of Arrington Coaching, and I am here with Reuben Canty, an all-star client that I worked with. He is the Senior Executive Director at Commonwealth Senior Living, and we work together in an executive coaching relationship for about 6 months. Actually, it was exactly 6 months. And I want to start by asking you, Reuben, what led you to start working with Arrington Coaching? What led to our wonderful relationship and engagement?
And so Commonwealth Senior Living decided to make an investment into my future by allowing me to work with Dr. Arrington and his amazing coaching. And so I was having several different issues at the time. One being we were starting to struggle in census, and I hadn't had that issue before my career. We also had some internal issues that we needed to work with our team, and also there were concerns with community relations, the goals that I had with community relations that I wanted to improve upon. I did see the benefit, and with Dr. Arrington's coaching, he has a systematic approach. And so the first thing with the goals, I had a goal of wanting to become a community partner or have community partnership. And so Dr. Arrington's coaching helped me to better define what that goal is, to make it more tangible for me to reach. And through Dr. Arrington's coaching, I was able to fine tune my goals and reach those goals within 8 months. And so becoming a stronger community partner, that allowed me to increase the census in my community, from at the time of Dr. Arrington's coaching at about 80% occupancy. After Dr. Arrington's coaching, my census grew quickly to 91.6%. Also, we gained more community partnerships. When it comes to my team, we were able to utilize his 5 P process, which helped me as a administrator to become a stronger coach. It was right. It was what my team needed, especially coming through the pandemic. We were all tired. We had worked really hard, and so through Dr. Arrington's 5 P process, it allowed me to better coach my team. Unfortunately, some parts of my team, through the coaching process, I was able to help them understand that they were no longer a good fit for our team. But along with Dr. Arrington's process, it allowed me to hire the right people, which played a huge part of us meeting those goals.
Excellent. And that's part of the process. As you increase accountability, which the 5P process does, it
Mhm.
allows people to see where they fit and where they don't fit, and it
Mhm.
allows you as a leader to see that as well. Did
Yeah.
you have any personal impacts? Did we help with work-life balance or anything along those lines?
Yes. And so, yep. So Dr. Arrington's coaching helped me better define and set goals for work-life balance. As a senior level executive or administrator, I was always used to working, long hours. But Dr. Arrington coaching helped me to now define what my goals were for taking vacations, but allowed me to be confident enough to take those vacations and have a strong enough team in place to, when I came back to the building, it wasn't burned down for lack of better. It was a strong, high performing team where I could actually take long vacations and not have to worry about calls. And if I have to be honest, before Dr. Arrington's coaching, I would get those calls when I was on vacations, but I was able to put a strong team in place where I received no calls for a long 2 week vacation and came back to a strong team. But also Dr. Arrington's coaching also helped me with health goals. Because of his expertise and his diverse background, he's able to help me with that too. And so I've been able to lose 20 pounds and keep that 20
Whoa.
and keep that 20 pounds off, through the goals that you allowed me to have. It is nothing big like, Dr. Arrington make me go to the gym, but to set those incremental goals of eating the right things, meditation. Meditation also helps. Me and my wife still meditate to this day, and that helps with those urges instead of eating that chocolate brownie at night. You know, look at a meditation video with my wife, or check out a podcast. And so Dr. Arrington's his goals and what he does to reach you far surpasses the 5P process, but into your work life balance and personal issues and things of that nature.
Yeah, and you bring up the 5P process, and I love how impactful that was. And that's just a part of what we talked about. That's just a
Yeah,
small little process
yeah,
that was just very impactful, very
yeah,
helpful to you and your team. Tell
yeah.
me, did your team notice a difference when you were working with me and since?
hmm So they did notice a difference, and I would say one of the things the team shared with me was just better organization. The one to ones were more meaningful.
Mhm.
So it wasn't just your, status quo one-to-one, but it was actually a one-to-one where they could track their progress,
Mhm.
what's going well, and then they love the part about how are you going to overcome the problems that you're having. And so the one-to-ones became more organized. They weren't mundane. Even that transcended into our meetings. Our process of meeting
Of
with each
course.
other on our once a month leadership meetings, that actually became less mundane. And so those are some of the things that the team communicated.
Nice, nice. Excellent, man. So let me ask. One question is, would you recommend Arrington Coaching? That's the first question. The second question, and probably our final question, unless we get into something else, because we just enjoy each other's company. That's cool. Is why would you recommend Arrington Coaching?
Yeah, so I strongly recommend Dr. Arrington's coaching, and the reason why I strongly recommend Dr. Arrington's coaching, it's a huge investment into any executives, into any executive's future at all levels. And I say this because Dr. Arrington has a very diverse background from a pastoral background, up into upper level management with IT firms and motivational speaking. The list goes on and on. In fact, I also say make that investment into your leadership team or to the leaders that you have as part of your corporation, because even after the coaching is done, you're still going to be able to pull from it. I had a situation where I was asked a promotion opportunity for my company to lead a resource group, and I had no idea how to do it. And so I went to I didn't have Dr. Arrington at the time, and so I said, "What would Dr. Arrington do?" And so I looked up some literature. I began to educate myself. I exuded confidence, and that's something I didn't mention earlier. But Dr. Arrington's coaching, he will help your executives to exude confidence. Because as executives, we go through ups and downs, even high performing executives like myself, which that's atypical. And so I will say, Dr. Arrington's coaching, it far surpasses the 6 months to a year that you have his coaching, because you're able to draw from it. And there was a year ago, and I'm still drawing from everything Dr. Arrington taught me.
Excellent, excellent, man. As I appreciate that. Is there anything else you want to drop in here before we're done?
No, I would say that this is the right way to go. If you have a team or an executive that is experiencing challenges, it could be challenges with racial issues, it could be challenges with building a strong team. Dr. Arrington's coaching is the right agency to utilize. Even if your team is doing well, and you want to make sure you keep that competitive edge, I recommend you working with Dr. Arrington, even if it's something as small as a 360 process, so that you can become a more well-rounded leader. It behooves you to work with Dr. Arrington and his team.
Well, thank you so much, Reuben, for the endorsement, the recommendation. And furthermore, I just want to say how excited I am for you that you are
Yeah.
still reaping the benefits of our work together. And like you said, it's been about a year,
Mhm.
and it was really good seeing you again,
Mhm.
especially in this format, but it's always
Yeah,
good seeing you. But I'm
yeah,
really excited that the work we did together is still paying benefits, still returning on that
yeah,
investment, and
yeah,
you're still leveraging it in your day to day. That's awesome, man.
yeah,
I am really excited about that. And
yeah,
I'm glad that's the case.
yeah, yes, sir. Well, I appreciate all the time that you and your team invested in me.
I appreciate it, man. It's my pleasure. My
Yes, sir.
pleasure.